And no joke. Yes, we're making it. Yeah, buddy, that's it. There's some hikers up there. I believe the high point there is Cheyanne Peak. Well, it's really not a hospitable place to live out here. My name is Steve from Las Vegas. These are my adventures. We're heading out on a short hike today. I did some recon, and I believe I may have found the Hippy Cave. The Hippy Cave was in a video that I did back in, I think it was late last year, year before. Anyway, we started out way down there at the end of Lake Mead. We hiked all the way through these mountains. We did some really dangerous climbing, and our hike actually went into the night. We went way around over there, and we came out at night through a cement plant, and it was really, really sketchy because there's people working there, and I didn't want to get in trouble for trespassing. And finally, about 9 p.m., we got out of there. I ran out of water, my phone was dead, and we never actually did find the Hippy Cave. But after exploring online, doing some research, I determined and found the probable location of the Hippy Cave. There is definitely a cave there, and it is right over these hills. This Hippy Cave is supposedly the rumor there was an old hippie who lived in this cave. He stayed out there naked and just kind of chill. And that's before Las Vegas was all built up. And you can see right now, there's houses cutting into these hillsides, which is really unfortunate. But Las Vegas is expanding, and these houses weren't here before. And all these hills were just barren, and this old hippie used to sit outside this cave. There is another YouTuber who did a exploration out there to this cave. It's Solomon's Outdoor Adventures. Check him out, he's got a pretty good channel. And at any rate, the cave that we're going to, I do believe there's a cave, and I do believe it's right over these mountains. The only thing we're thinking about, the only issue is these mountains. How are we gonna get around these mountains? Well, come on, who are we talking about here, folks? That's Vegas Adventures. We're gonna climb right over them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head out here, I'm gonna try to find the easiest path. We're gonna climb over the mountain, and then from there we're gonna take the trail onto the Hippy Cave and see what's out there. All right, so the gear today is a little bit different. I do have my backpack, which is fully loaded with all the survival gear we need. I've got the Garmin, which is tracking. Our trusted friend Woodchuck, subscribed to his channel, is tracking us. He acknowledged that he's tracking us out here. You can see mountain bikers, hikers out here, a lot of people out here today. I've got a great cell signal, but on the other side of the mountain, it may be a different story, which is why we've got the Garmin. I've got the drone with me today as well, wearing Carhartt shorts and Under Armour hiking shoes, and that's about it. So if you're ready, let's head on out there and do the hike. Trail is closed to all motorized vehicle use, so no dirt bikes out here. This is strictly on foot. Unfortunately, many of these places are closed to dirt bikes. Now, there are places here in southern Nevada, Las Vegas area, that are definitely open to dirt bikes. And if applicable, we can take a dirt bike out there, but most of these places are environmentally sensitive areas, so it means the only way out here is on foot or horse, but I don't have access to a horse, so we're doing it on foot. Now, this is an area not too far from where I live, so I come out here in the mornings, and this is where I do my training. My hikes out here, there's like a 2-mile loop that I try to do every day, and it's a pretty cool place to come. But Red Rock Canyon, like I said, it's kind of an environmental protected place, so you're kind of limited to what you could do, but hiking, camping, backpacking, definitely permitted. You could drive right to the trailhead, and it's really not too hard of a hike. So if you're in Las Vegas, you want to hike, this is a fantastic place, and that's about it. So right now what I'm doing, I'm trying to find the best way over this mountain. I'm pretty sure I've gone this way, and I know I've gone that way. 6 one, half a dozen the other, I don't know. The Hippy Cave is this way, so once we get to the top of the mountain, I'm going to break out the drone, we'll do a quick recon, and go that way about a mile to see where the Hippy Cave is, and then we'll hike out there, and I'm 98% sure, or 99% sure that we will get to the Hippy Cave today, because I saw it on satellite, I saw it in Solomon's Outdoor Adventures. I know there's a cave there. Whether or not there's actually an actual hippie there remains to be seen. So you may be wondering, as far as my gear goes, why I'm not wearing my full getup. Well, I just decided not to do the full thing today. That's why I've got these Carhartt shorts and Under Armour hiking shoes, which is what I wear every morning out here. And it seems to work. And I think for this expedition it's fine. We're not that far from Las Vegas. You can actually see the parking lot. You can see the city way out there. You can see other hikers coming up. So we're not that far out. So I'm not dressed for a massive expedition. But I am taking precaution. That's why I got the GoPro. I mean, not the GoPro, the Garmin tracking with Woodchuck. Keep track of my location. This looks a little hairy here. So I'm not sure about climbing here. I think over here might be easier, and I do know, since I've climbed this before, that the trail's down the other side. Now, it's probably about mid-60s, but with this wind, it probably feels like mid-50s. And I was thinking about bringing something more than this kind of I think it's an Adidas cold ready gear top with a t-shirt underneath. I'm gonna bring some thermals, and I kind of wish I did, but kind of too late in the game for that. Just keep moving, generate some body heat, and hopefully that'll do it. And once we're out of this wind, it should be much better. Just keep on going, and right up over there should be an easier climb. We're gonna climb over this mountain to the other side, proceed out to the Hippy Cave. A couple of backpackers there. I can't tell if he's got a really big pack or if there's a baby in there. I guess that's good if they just had a baby. They're getting some exercise. Very, very important. I've passed that stage in life, so thank goodness for that. At any rate, much better view up here. Las Vegas Valley out there. So far, 0.40 miles, not even half a mile. And we've got a beast. We've got a beast of a climb to come. It is more or less about the same as the beast in Picture Canyon. And this one I've done several times. It's not that tricky, but it is a little challenging. And you just gotta watch the cactuses and your footholds and whatnot. But, well folks, this hill's not gonna climb itself. So without further ado, let's do this. 2 weeks to go, this way or this way. And I think if I can get past these loose rocks here, looks like more solid rocks all the way to the top, which is where I'm trying to go. But just this section here is dangerous because we're gonna have to step on loose rocks, try not to lose our balance. Then once we're on this stuff, it's really not that hard unless you step on a loose rock and lose your balance. Keep going. All right. What do we have here? Bullet shell. I can't tell what that is. It's an old one, but I can't tell the caliber. Let's see. Hell, I can't see, that's so small. It doesn't look like pistol. It might be 30 caliber M1 carbine, I don't know. Any guess? Comment down below if you know. But I hate to think that that was a sniper up here. Because there's people down walking down there. There's houses, a lot of stuff. That's Lone Mountain out there too, by the way. We hike out there sometimes. There's another one of those extra 300 stunt planes. You'll see them all throughout the day. Some foil people do come up here and just chill, camp or whatever. It's a very common hiking place. This Hippy Cave we're going to, there's trails to it. I'm not saying it's well known, but it is guaranteed that people have been out there, which is unfortunate because the more people know about a place, the less pristine it is. Okay, just trying to pay attention where I step. Keep climbing. Now I know what you're thinking. Snakes. It's probably too cold for them, but with the sun shining on these rocks like this, you'd never know. So we've got to be careful. Just keep our eyes open. Okay. Best way to climb is keep your eyes pointed down, watching where you step, and use your legs to lift the weight. Pay attention where you're going. Don't worry about what's right or left, and then glance up every now and then to see what's in front of you. All right, we're getting there, making progress. It's almost near vertical, but it's almost like climbing a flat set of stairs. Just look for the footholds. Use your legs to lift your weight. And just keep on going. We're getting there, but this climb's no joke. Oh, heart rate 143 beats per minute. 300-foot elevation gain, not a lot. Almost 20 minutes, and believe it or not, my friends, we only did half a mile so far. Oh, what a day. Let's keep going. Okay. Almost looks like it's getting steeper and tougher, which it is, but we're getting closer to the top. I wasn't recording, but I just slipped and fell. I caught myself, thank goodness I had gloves, but I did just kind of fall a little bit. Recovered from it, no injuries. What we're gonna do now is climb this last section, and it looks really hairy. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's probably the most dangerous section of all. Once we get to the top, we're good to go. I don't want to say this is the worst of it, but this is probably the worst of it. Unless we find something else that needs a little bit of climbing. And we got the drone for recon, so we'll see. What I'm doing right now is just kind of looking, trying to find the best way to go. And I think straight up this way is probably going to be the best way. Like I said, it's kind of like putting together a puzzle. You've got to really see which pieces fit, which route is going to be the safest and give you the best grip. As far as grip goes, there's really not an issue with these shoes. They've got fantastic grip, but that's not going to matter if you step on a rock that starts sliding. So you just kind of watch where you're going, watch where you put your foot, and put one foot in front of the other to each level. Sooner or later, you're going to reach the top. Maybe this way, around that way, and up there. Multiple ways to go. Just trying to find the safest, the easiest. Paying attention where we step. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is a little bit dangerous. Okay. Well, these shorts do give me a little bit better movement than jeans or pants I used to wear, but expensive protection. The only thing that worries me about this section is the loose rocks. Oh man. I think we might be able to do this. Okay. Okay. This is doable. You got a really strong legs for this because all the climbing is done in the legs. You can see I'm not really using my hands. We're close, we're real close. So dangerous. This right here, friends, is an accident waiting to happen. The last thing I want is to get stabbed. So I'm not going that way. See if we can go up and over it. We're really close to the top now. It's just right up there. Just right up there. Hell, let's just roll film. Let's just roll. We're so dang close. You gotta be careful because this is where accidents happen. You get too confident. You go fast, you're like, I got this. Next thing you know, you go tumbling down. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. We're almost there. Yes. Yes. We're making it. Oh my gosh. 22 shell. Where the frick is firing a 22 up here? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's it. We did it. Okay, based on my calculations, Hippy Cave is that way. I believe it's on the other side of this far mountain range. So we'll head down the hill, follow this trail here, and go around there to where the actual cave is. And who knows, perhaps that old hippie is Kenny Beach himself. We'll find out once we get there. Let's keep zigzagging down this hill into the valley and hopefully get out of this wind. We're still meandering along these narrow footpaths. You probably could get a dirt bike out here, but it's not recommended. Especially the bigger 450s. You hit a rock, you're going over. You're going down, and it's tough to lift the bike back up. I mean, you know, yeah, you can do it, but dirt bikes will tear these up. There's some hikers up there, a woman and a child. Who brings the child way out here? I guess they're not that extreme. I knew I heard a voice, and the weird thing is, I heard a voice, and there's hikers there. But in the Desert National Wildlife Refuge sheep range, way out there, I often hear the same thing, and yet there's nobody there. Strange. You know, like I said, this isn't that far. You can park at the trailhead. So if you come to Las Vegas and you want to hike, I recommend a hike like this instead of driving way out in the sheep range mountains where it's dangerous or remote. Not that this isn't dangerous or remote, it is. But this is a little closer to civilization. All right, we're gonna keep going. This footpath seems to come along the base of this mountain. It's pretty windy today. Going down, because we do need to go down. It's not as windy and cold as it was on top of the mountain, but it is still chilly. Now, I haven't drank water today, but I do have the full Camelback 3 liter, and I will be drinking water. It's important to keep drinking water, stay hydrated, even if you're not thirsty, because this cold and physical activity can dehydrate you. So just because this isn't that far out of a hike doesn't mean we should take any less precautions. Now, I haven't checked the GPS yet as to the point where the Hippy Cave is, but I'm fairly sure I need to get on top of that ridge. And once I do, then I'll check the GPS. Just a nice leisurely stroll today. And if it wasn't so cold, it'd be actually a great day for hiking. Now, this is some of the limitations these Under Armour shoes have. They're comfortable, but they don't protect your ankles against rocks like that. And every now and then rocks get inside, whereas my regular hiking boots are fantastic. They're rock solid. What's this, a rock cairn? Somebody built a rock cairn here, or just stack rocks? Looks like it. All right, we got a trail. And I'm gonna follow here, and I think there's kind of crisscross it down there, up there. Now this trail here is probably a mountain bike trail. You can see how well worn it is. Not as much as a big heavy dirt bike, but these mountain bikes still do carve up the hillside pretty well. And it's a shame the dirt bikes aren't allowed out here, because dirt bike riding is a blast. But they do tear up the hills, create a lot of dust and noise, and all these other hikers kind of complain, and you know how that goes. Keep on going. We're almost to that top of the ridge where we'll do another drone recon. So there's the hill, the mountain we just climbed over. I believe the high point there is Cheyanne Peak. And these mountain bike trails, you see a berm right here because the mountain bikes come down. I'm not sure what pronounced as a dirt bike, and I don't think that this is man-made. I think this is just made in time. Mountain bikes coming down here hauling butt. But yeah, another trail over there. I think I'm gonna go across country trying to get to it. And then once we're at the top of this ridge, I'll check GPS and see if I do a quick recon. But as you can see, it's pretty well traveled. It's a popular hiking spot in Vegas, so I don't expect to find anything spectacular that's been untouched. All right, We're on this little kind of saddle. Down there somewhere's Hippy Cave. A lot of wind up here, a lot of wind. Wind is not our friend. Let's go down a little bit. Try to get out of this wind and we'll check GPS. On the clock, 1.16 miles, heart rate 133 beats per minute, an hour. Now, it was a hard 1 mile because we climbed the mountain. The rest of the hike shouldn't be that bad, point to point. But somewhere out there is the Hippy Cave. And I just need to find where it is. So I'll check GPS in a moment here. Just check GPS, and the Hippy Cave is over this hill over there somewhere. So I'm gonna come down this trail and kind of snake around and go around that side. That should get us there. Like I said, I did see in a video what the cave looks like, so I know it exists. I know we'll find it today. I do have a pin on my mapping app, Guide GPS, and we should be there shortly. Just a matter of walking to it through this terrain. I think I've got a small rock in my shoe, which does happen with these Under Armour shoes, so I prefer wearing a little bit higher top, but I wanted something for coming out here for training in extreme hot weather, and for that they're great, but they do get pebbles in them every now and then. So just looking around, seeing which easiest way to go. I guess straight on down there. Keep hearing these planes. These are all those extra 300 stunt planes. There he is right up there. They typically fly about 2,000 feet, and they're out here every day. People pay about $600 for a 30-minute flight in these planes, and I think for an extra $200 they let you take the controls and actually fly them, which is cool, but it's a lot of money for 30 minutes. So at any rate, people don't come to Las Vegas to save money. Let's keep on going and find this Hippy Cave. We're in a wash, just a small wash here. You even see trash washed down. There's a beer can, a piece of wood or something. This is a mountain we just climbed, and it's noticeably warmer down here because there's not as much wind in this wash, so it's kind of nice. Kind of a survival tip, I guess, if you're stuck out here. If you're gonna camp, camping on the top of a mountain isn't always the best idea. You want to come in a wash like this sometimes to get out of the wind, but you just need to be careful that there's no rain in the forecast, because flash floods could come and wash everything away. Keep going, and not too long we'll be at this Hippy Cave and see what it's all about. Nice leisurely stroll. Looks like we've got a road or trail heading up that way, which is exactly where we need to go. So I'll get on top of that ridge over yonder, and that's where we'll check the GPS. See how close we are to the Hippy Cave. It should be much closer over there. Now I doubt that there's anybody living there. In that Solomon Outdoors Adventures video, it did look like somebody was camped out there.
Okay guys, this is creepy. It seems like this is somebody's house. It seems like somebody has made this cave their abode.
But if somehow somebody lives there, it is the Hippy, I'll try to do an interview, see what he's all about, what's going on, but I kind of doubt it because, well, it's really not a hospitable place to live out here. So we won't know till we get there. You see housing development out there, which is really kind of sad that Las Vegas keeps expanding and tearing into the pristine desert like this to build houses. And it's just the expanse of civilization just, you know, cuts into these hills and destroys nature. It's really kind of upsetting. People buy these houses and just have no clue and just really don't care. Not that I'm a big nature advocate, but I mean, you know, I love the outdoors and wild America as much as anybody else does. I just probably have a little bit more respect for it than the average person. Just keep on going. If this trail doesn't snake over there, then we're gonna have to go cross country and get that trail over there. And once we're over this hill, we should be pretty close to that Hippy Cave, maybe. it doesn't look, that trail looks like it keeps going towards the houses. Trail over there is what we want, so got no option but to go cross country, and that's what we're gonna do. Which is fine, because sometimes going cross country you find interesting things. So we'll just keep our eyes open, watch every step, watch cactus and cholla, whatever it is. Now those 511 pants I usually wear do offer some degree of protection against plants and cactus and whatnot. So we've got shorts and bare legs today, so we just have to be a little more careful. Oh, the ground is especially soft to walk on because it just rained and it's moist. Usually it's hard, dusty, and dry, but not today. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that trail we're looking for that we couldn't see back there is right here. Yeah, this is it. Oh my gosh. Let's keep going. Well, folks, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Today we had non-stop technical issues with the camera mic, so a lot of wind problems, single channel, and then towards the end of the video we just cut out altogether for some reason. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I did want to show you the cave really quick here. So this is it. This is the Hippy Cave. Went up there, I did not see anybody inside there or any evidence of anybody. So if there was a hippie in there at one point in time, clearly he's not there now. You could see Las Vegas there, so evidently this hippie would sit up here and strip off his clothes and get all drunk or high on drugs and just watch the Las Vegas Strip, I guess, just hang out in this cave. So it doesn't go in very far, and it is kind of a nice place to come up and chill. It's really not that far from you know, houses. I mean, you could see the population out there. There's new housing development that probably was not there when this hippie was going out to this cave. But I just want to show you what it looks like inside, show you the view. It's kind of a cool place to go. Straight down there by those houses, that leads to a trail where you can actually park a vehicle and hike to this not too far. Yeah, right out there. And the actual hippie cave we went to was about 2.5 miles north of here. I just, for some reason, thought it was much further out there, but it's not. It's fairly easy to get to, but back in the day before Las Vegas was built up, it was probably really hard to get to. You can see some of the nooks and crannies here. No animals or anything in here that I saw. Looking on the cave walls, there's some animal droppings and whatnot. I don't see any fossils or anything like that. No bats hanging up there, but this is the inside of the cave. I know some of you viewers want to see the inside of these caves that I go in, and that's what it is. So looking out here, you can kind of, you know, see the rest of the mountains. Down there I saw some bullet shells. I can't really tell what they are. They could be 223, but I don't think so. There's no rusty knife that I saw there. That could have been from the hippie. I don't know. These bullet shells are kind of strange. Evidently they're out there for a long time. I hate to think that they were out there recently and somebody may have been sitting up there taking pot shots at the housing neighborhood. I sincerely doubt that. So they're probably very old. But you can see the hiking trails down there. Up in the mountains, the really rugged mountains. Nobody really goes up there other than me in my first video. But that's about it. You know, you can see a plane off in the distance. It's great, you know, but like I said, with the wind and everything else, it was I just you know, had nothing but audio problems today. That's why I'm doing kind of a voiceover on this clip, so you can kind of see the inside of Hippy Cave.